Delicate and elegant, macarons are almond meringue cookies with a crisp shell and chewy interior, filled with buttercream, ganache, or jam in an array of flavors and colors. Here's a detailed recipe to help you master them. Ingredients: makes about 20 to 25 macarons. For the shells: almond flour, 1 cup finely sifted, powdered sugar, 1 3/4 cups sifted, egg whites, 3 large room temperature, granulated sugar, 1/4 cup, food coloring, gel-based optional. For the filling, choose 1 buttercream, unsalted butter, 1/2 cup softened, powdered sugar, 1 cup, vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, ganache, dark chocolate, 1/2 cup finely chopped, heavy cream, 1/4 cup, jam store-bought or homemade. Line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper or silicone baking mats. Sift the almond flour and powdered sugar together to ensure a fine, lump-free texture. Discard any larger pieces. In a clean, dry bowl, whip the egg whites using an electric mixer on medium speed until frothy. Gradually add granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon at a time, and beat on high speed until stiff, glossy peaks form, about 5 minutes. Add gel food coloring if desired and mix until just incorporated. Add the sifted almond flour and powdered sugar mixture to the meringue in 3 parts. Gently fold with a spatula until the batter flows in thick ribbons and forms a figure-8 shape without breaking. Avoid overmixing. It should slowly settle back into itself. Transfer the batter to a piping bag fitted with a round tip. Pipe 1-inch circles onto the prepared baking sheets, spacing them about 1 inch apart. Tap the baking sheets firmly on the counter several times to release air bubbles. Use a toothpick to pop any remaining bubbles. Let the piped shells sit at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes, or until they develop a dry, matte surface. This step is crucial for forming the characteristic feet. Alright, let's get started. First, preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 degrees Celsius. Now bake 1 tray at a time for about 14 to 16 minutes. You should see the shells rise with those lovely, visible feet, and they shouldn't wobble when you lightly touch them. Finally, allow them to cool completely on the baking sheet before you try to remove them. And there you go! To make the buttercream, beat butter and powdered sugar until light and fluffy. Then, add vanilla extract and mix well. For the ganache, heat cream until steaming and pour over chopped chocolate. Let it sit for 2 minutes, then stir until smooth. Cool until spreadable. And for the jam, you can use it as is or slightly thicken it by reducing over low heat. First, pair shells of similar sizes. Then pipe or spoon a small amount of filling onto one shell and gently press the other on top, twisting slightly to seal. Place the macarons in an airtight container and refrigerate for at least 24 hours to allow the flavors to mature. For raspberry macarons, add freeze-dried raspberry powder to the shells and fill with raspberry buttercream. For chocolate macarons, add cocoa powder to the dry ingredients and fill with chocolate ganache. For pistachio macarons, replace part of the almond flour with pistachio flour and fill with pistachio buttercream. And for lemon macarons, add lemon zest to the filling and a drop of yellow food coloring to the shells. Use aged egg whites, separated and left in the fridge for 1 to 2 days for a more stable meringue. Measure ingredients precisely with a kitchen scale for consistency. Rest the macarons adequately to form a proper skin for the feet to develop. Practice makes perfect. Don't get discouraged by small imperfections. Enjoy your delicate, delicious macarons.